beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. First down, Minnesota. On the ground, it's Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's Jefferson to pull that in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Mon now off of play action. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Dolphins, nothing. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Watson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, Sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week. And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now Maine. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive. I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At their own 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend. I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving. Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up? You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen. Room here to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. On the counter, it's Henry. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
11 yards there, just like last play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Watson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. 3rd down from the gun, it's Mond. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Watson off play action. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Rashad Bateman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Cook now off the read option. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. Off the play fake. Mon. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And they go play action here. Mon. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mon looks to throw on 1st down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 6 yards left on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking for Bateman, he's got him complete. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, it's Watson. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Watson. It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw is Watson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watson's throw complete there to Beckham. 7 yards to pick up there. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Now it's Watson. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Mon now off of play action. This one brought in by Jefferson. And all the way down to the 42. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Bond's going to keep this himself, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
We often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time. and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown or for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left, for a big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. Cook able to escape.
97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mond. They'll dump this off to Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's brought down. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts.
Cook.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Vikings have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. That's caught, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their two-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Now they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Henry. Shoves him aside near the 35. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And the busy night for Henry continues. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
And now remember, our touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Kenny now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Kenny now out of his end zone.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Gets past one man, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
132 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr., his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. And Watson's going to throw it here.
Open net is Waddle, complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Watson now to throw. And this will be caught. Will forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdowns.